Welcome back to the channel, folks. Today's video, Kane has brought his Breakout up to Queensland from New South Wales for me to do some work on it. So currently, guys, the configuration of this bike, it's 114 cubic inch Breakout, and it has the CR483 from Alpha Performance engines in there. It's got a few supporting mods. It's got a 55mm intake manifold. It has the Screaming Eagle ventilator extreme air filter, and it also has a set of Vance & Hines mini grenades, I think they're called, the exhaust. Don't quote me on that. What I'm doing now, I'm just going to baseline this thing just to see exactly how much performance it's making at the moment, and also to check what the AFRs are like. Leaving the 483 Cam in there, we're going to be doing the Billet compensator ramp, we're going to be doing the heavy duty clutch springs, and the Alpha Performance engines 128 cubic inch Stump Puller. So cylinders and pistons, the heads will remain the stock. The 55mm intake manifold will stay there, and the 6.2 injectors will be going in. Of course, we're also doing a pipe swap on this one, guys. So the mini grenades are going to come off, and we're doing an S&S, I forget what it's called. It's an S&S Super Street 2-in-1, I think it's called. Forget the name. I'm shocking with product name, guys. I just, that many different brands and names and things, I'm shocking with the names. So apologies there. I'll put it on the screen if I'm wrong. But anyway, guys, let's get in and baseline this thing, see exactly what it's doing. We'll tear it down in the shop, build it up, and put it back on here to see what it does later. Righto, guys, the baselines are complete. Let's take a look. So, as expected, the AFRs aren't too bad. I mean, remember our dotted line here, this is 13:1. That's sort of a good target to shoot for. We are a little bit all over the place, a little bit lean here to start with, sort of 15:1 there. You know, we'd put some fuel in there for sure. It's a bit fat here on the rear cylinder, but it's really not too bad, to be perfectly honest with you. If we look at that as a single graph there, you can see it's not too bad. There is a bit of a spot here. Could be, I mean, as I said, I haven't really looked into this tune at all. I've just ran it up here. Could be some timing, could be fuel, could be pipe, could be a lot of different things going on, but it's pretty rich there and sort of lean there. So we could probably smooth that out a little bit with some tuning, guys. Well, let's not waste any more time in here on that. No point mucking around with it. Let's get it into the workshop, up on the bench, get this thing built. Righto guys, we're back in the dyno. Quick recap, we were making 116 horsepower and 126 foot-pounds of torque there. So guys, let's, actually before we get into this, let me just, because some of you are probably screaming at the screen thinking, I can't believe you just built that bike and dyno tuned it straight away. Guys, running in, these engines have a roller bearing bottom end. This bike's obviously done 10,000 kilometers on those bearings. There's nothing wrong with them at all. Now, I've set the ring end gap and I've clearanced everything to make sure it's where I want it to be. Now, running in, let me be clear. We don't really need to run these Milwaukee 8s in. What we need to do is we need to get cylinder pressure into the combustion chamber to expand out the piston rings against the bore to really seal up any combustion. So the best way we want to do that is we want to get heat cycles into this thing to heat it up, let everything expand, cool down, and then we want to get the AFRs to as close, as spot on, as quick as possible to ensure we can get maximum cylinder pressure in here to really seat those rings against the cylinder walls to bed them in, so to speak. So that's my opinion on running in. I mean, there's a lot of videos out there that support what I've just said as far as the roller bearings in the bottom of these, you know, like the roller lifters in them. Look, I don't want to ramble on too much, guys. Let's dive straight into this. Let's get this thing tuned up and see how much we crush those numbers by. Righto guys, let's check out the results. So what we made straight out of the gate, 132 horsepower, 150 foot-pounds of torque. Now let's compare to our baseline. So that was just the 483 Cam with those mini grenades on it. We had 116 horsepower and 126 foot-pounds of torque. So it picked up 24 foot-pounds of torque peak to peak. And we've picked up 16 horsepower peak to peak, but remember guys, let's just go to a single graph here, sorry, that's better. So peak to peak here, 150 and 126. So you're looking at that, you're thinking, oh, it's only 24 foot-pounds. But if we look over here at 3,000 RPM, that's 29 foot-pounds of torque increase right there. So what are we here at 3,500, we're 118, we're now 150. I mean, that's near enough to, there's over 30 foot-pounds of torque. Like here we are here, what are we, 121, 150, you know, there's 30 foot-pounds of torque increase right here at 2,750 RPM. So guys, this is a great result. Let's just get rid of the baseline. We're starting out here at, you know, 2,200, 140 foot-pounds of torque. We're sort of peaking at 150 by 2,600 RPM, thereabouts 2,750. And we've got this heaps, very usable flat torque curve for the next few thousand RPM, right up until 4,500. Well, actually, pretty much 5,000 RPM is where it drops just below what it starts at. So you've got a huge amount of torque available there. And from 5,000 on, the horsepower is going to get you home, but you're going to have all this torque from the hit when you're out there racing around on the streets with your mates. So guys, very, very happy with this one. Well guys, I hope this video turned out all right. I just started shooting with the phone because the customer asked, Tommy, are you going to do a video on this one for YouTube? And I said, yep, no worries, because I didn't actually plan on doing a video on this one, but the customer asked and I was like, righto, better do one. So started filming just with the phone. So I hope the quality has turned out all right. I'm using the mic, so hopefully the audio is good. But guys, yeah, if you want to check out, if you're new to the channel and you want to check out heaps of other content, there is plenty to choose from. Go and check it out. While you're there, if you do feel obliged, there is a, you can join the channel, become a member. There's a few perks there. Check that out if you wish. But otherwise, guys, thanks for watching. See you next time.